What's your name?
It's Hayden.
Lucas, nice
yeah,
to meet you.
Hayden's pretty new, so.
All right. Not for long.
Hopefully not.
There you go. I'll keep you around. Let's get my good side. I'm just kidding.
Good whenever you are.
All right. Lucas, great playing, 63. Take the lead right now. Looks like it'll probably stay the rest of the day. A lot of birdies out there. Nice little hole out. Just give us an assessment of that round for you.
Yeah. Good start. Birdied the second hole, and then a little hiccup on 4. Hit a nice shot. Just went through the green. Didn't get it up and down, but I think on paper that's probably the hardest hole on the course. So nothing to get down about. And then got hot after that. Started hitting it a little closer. Made some putts, and then obviously the hole out on 12 was a bonus. But that's one of those hole locations where you got a chance to get it really close because you got a backstop behind it, and you just kind of got to get it on line, and it's going to feed to it. And I did that, and it just happened to go in.
You took us through that shot. What was your yardage and what club did you hit?
Yeah, it was 135 hole, 30 front, and into the wind. So it was a little pitching wedge. And my playing competitors hit 2 nice shots in there and came up just a couple steps short. So I kind of figured it might be playing a little longer. So I gave it a little more, and it landed just maybe a pace short, bounced behind it, spun back in.
Does it surprise you when I tell you that the 63, it's your lowest round since you shot 63 when you won recently in 21? Does that surprise you?
No, there hadn't been until recently a lot of low rounds. So, but I've always liked this time of year and this stretch, and getting hot at the right time, and 63 anytime, anywhere is pretty good. I'll take them.
And you say recently, this is your 9th consecutive round of the 60s, so you're in a little bit of nice little momentum here with a couple of like a T4 and a T6 the last couple of weeks you've played.
Yeah.
What do you attribute that to? Obviously, you've made some changes with your putter.
Yeah.
Is that the main deal?
That's the root of it for sure. Just got confidence in the putting and making some of those mid-range putts and very comfortable over the short ones again. And anytime you're putting well, it takes pressure off the rest of your game. You don't feel so much pressure to hit it perfect, which is not possible. And you miss a green, you don't have to chip it in the grip to make a 4. You can be aggressive or play safe in places, and then you make a couple of those 14, 18 footers, and next thing you know, you're in the 60s a bunch.
You've been at it for a while. You've been out here a long time, and you've had 4 wins. You've had a really nice career. Seeing these rounds in these last few weeks, how much confidence does that give you to keep pursuing this?
A lot. Yeah, I mean, I'm not the longest player anymore. I was, pretty much a bomber when I came out, and that was 20 years ago. I hit it the same, and I'm about 90 spots less on the list. But I've always done my work with my wedge game or my iron game, and then if the putter gets hot, I can compete, and that's what we've been doing the last few weeks and working towards, and it's working.
Has it felt like you've just grown in confidence just in this last month and a half just because of that? And you feel like you're coming here and you've got a chance, right?
Yeah, for sure. It got to a point with putting, I needed basically a whole new brain function, a whole new method. It was, 10 years of fighting the legit just yips, and made my mind up with some urging from some guys on my team to just try it. And I had 2 weeks off before Memorial, and just ordered one and taught myself how to use it, and I've been kind of sticking to that. And Tommy Lamb, my caddy, and he and I are about the only ones that know my checkpoints. We've been working on it, myself and he and I together, and it's been fun to teach myself something in a game I've been doing for literally 40 years.
Yeah, I was going to say that just the determination to do that must be.
And it's like, it's like giving a tour player a new club. They're going to practice with it more because it's new, So anytime you get a new wedge, you're going to hit more wedge shots because it's new. And so getting something new and a completely new motor skill has been the trigger and has been the root of this confidence.
And when you change something like that, the commitment to stay with it and persevere with it, we've all done it, we've all made changes, and then how determined are you to continue to do this?
Yeah, well, it's working. So, and I've gone back and forth through many different types of putters and styles to where I know that those don't work, and so this is where I'm at, and it's resurrected a lot of guys' careers, and for the same reasons, whether they planned it that way or not. But it's a completely different skill and a completely different way to do it. And when you struggle as long as I have, or It just happened to be happened to be the answer.
Fascinating. Thanks
Great.
for the time.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks for the info.
Appreciate it.
You got it, man.